Welcome to Stoic Kingdom. Imagine waking up one morning and feeling completely in control of every aspect of your life. Every decision you make is wise. Every challenge becomes small before your confidence and intelligence. Do you believe that with just 7 simple techniques you can achieve this state? Perhaps you have asked yourself, how can I become smarter, make better decisions, and feel happier in my daily life? If the answer is yes, then this video is for you. Today, we will explore 7 powerful techniques from the philosophy of Stoicism that will help you not only enhance your intelligence, but also improve your overall quality of life. Are you ready? If so, please leave a comment, ready, right below this video. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to always remain calm, clear-headed, and strong in all circumstances? What helps them overcome the challenges life throws at them? The secret lies in the special techniques that we're about to discover. Don't take your eyes off the screen, because in just a few minutes you'll know how to apply these techniques to your life. Join Morgan to learn how to face your fears, focus on what you can control, and develop abstract thinking to solve complex problems. These techniques not only help you become smarter, but also help you live a more peaceful and happy life. So what makes these techniques so effective and special? Morgan hopes that through this video, you will find useful methods to change your life in a more positive direction. Join us on a journey to discover wisdom and happiness so we can become the best versions of ourselves. Don't forget to click like and subscribe so you don't miss out on interesting and useful content from our channel. Did you know that many famous billionaires like Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos spent a lot of time understanding themselves before achieving great success? What made them able to maintain clarity and determination throughout the challenging journey? The answer lies in developing self-awareness, one of the important principles of Stoic philosophy. Number 1. Enhance self-awareness. In Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius once said, "Do not act as if you will live for thousands of years. Death is near. Live. Let your good nature govern all thoughts and actions." This quote reminds us that life is finite, and knowing yourself is the key to making the most of your time. Self-awareness is not just about knowing our strengths and weaknesses, but also about the ability to understand our emotions, motivations, and the core values that drive our behavior. Morgan believes that when we take time for self-contemplation and reflection, we discover amazing things about ourselves that we never realized before. Imagine you are the pilot of the boat of your life. To be able to control a boat effectively, you need to know clearly what the boat's strengths are, where its weaknesses are, and what driving force is driving it forward. Once you understand these things, you can adjust your direction more intelligently and flexibly. One of the effective ways to develop self-awareness is to set aside time each day to write in a journal. Morgan often writes down her thoughts, feelings, and what happened during the day so she can look back and understand herself better. Have you ever tried writing a diary? If not, try starting today and share your thoughts with Morgan. Additionally, seeking feedback from those around you is also a great way to better understand yourself. Ask family, friends, and colleagues for their opinions about your strengths and weaknesses. They may see things that you don't realize yourself. When we understand ourselves, we will know how to maximize our strengths and improve our weaknesses. This not only helps us become smarter, but also live a happier and more fulfilling life. Have you ever received helpful feedback from someone? Please leave a comment sharing your story with Morgan and everyone. Morgan looks forward to hearing from you. Morgan hopes that you will take the time to develop self-awareness and find joy in your journey of self-discovery. Remember, every day is an opportunity to better understand yourself and live a meaningful life. When you begin to understand yourself better through developing self-awareness, you hold the important key to open the next door on your journey to improving intelligence and happiness. Understanding ourselves helps us see more clearly what is truly important and meaningful in life. This leads us to an extremely important next step. Number 2. Practice simplification. Let's imagine our life as a garden. When we clearly understand which plants need to be cared for and which weeds need to be removed, the garden will become neater and more lush. Similarly, when we simplify our lives, eliminating unnecessary complications, our minds become clearer and sharper, allowing us to focus on the things that really matter. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by daily tasks and responsibilities? Morgan used to be like that too. But when I started practicing simplification, things became clearer and I felt freer. Let's explore together how to eliminate unnecessary barriers and focus on the essentials, so we can live a more peaceful and meaningful life. The average person spends up to 90,000 hours in their life working, but only a small part of them truly brings happiness and meaning. This leads us to an unexpected but extremely effective solution in Stoic philosophy: the practice of simplification. When we start eliminating unnecessary things, life will become lighter and our minds will become clearer. So how to do this? Start by reflecting on your current life. How many things are you doing every day that actually bring joy and value? And how many things are just unnecessary burdens? Morgan also faced these questions and realized that keeping life simpler is actually the key to unlocking a free mind and clear wisdom. One of the best ways to practice simplification is to focus on the things you can control. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to them." Letting go of worrying about things you can't control helps you spend more energy on the things that really matter. Morgan often starts by creating a list of tasks and responsibilities, then determines which ones are absolutely necessary and eliminates those that aren't. Have you ever tried doing that? An important part of simplifying is learning to say no to things that aren't absolutely necessary. This not only saves you time and energy, but also helps you focus on the goals and values that matter most. Do you find it difficult to say no to someone or something? Leave your comments. Morgan would love to hear your story. The practice of simplification does not stop at work management, but also extends to living spaces and relationships. Try tidying up your living space, removing unnecessary objects and creating a neat, clean living environment. A tidy living space helps your mind feel lighter and increases your ability to concentrate. Please share your feelings after doing this. Morgan hopes that through these shares, you will see the value of simplifying your life. In life, When you begin to practice simplification, eliminating unnecessary complexities, you have created a more open mental space. It is in this space that we can face our deepest fears. Because when life becomes simpler, we can focus on what's important, including facing the everyday fears that keep us from moving forward. Join Morgan to discover how to face and overcome fears to live a fuller and stronger life. Are you ready? If so, please leave a comment, "Face your fears," right below this video. Number 3. Face your fears. Have you ever wondered, why are some people able to bungee jump from dizzying heights, while just thinking about it makes others feel scared? This leads us to a surprising but also wonderful discovery. Facing your fears is the most powerful way to develop your mind and spirit. In Stoic philosophy, facing and overcoming fear is not only a psychological challenge, but also an exciting journey of self-discovery. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "There is only one path to happiness, and that is to stop worrying about things beyond our control." Fears often stem from things we cannot control, and when we learn to face them, we truly take control of our lives. Morgan used to have an invisible fear of public speaking. Every time I stand in front of hundreds of people, the feeling of anxiety and fear makes me lose confidence. But then, I decided to face this fear by participating in speech and presentation classes. Gradually, through each practice, that fear disappears, replaced by confidence and the ability to connect with people. Do you have a fear that you want to overcome? Please share your story in the comments so Morgan and everyone can listen and encourage you. Facing your fears is like exercising a muscle. It may be difficult and painful at first, but the more you practice, the stronger and more confident you will become. Start with small steps. If you're afraid of public speaking, try speaking in front of a small group of friends. If you're afraid of heights, try climbing low buildings before challenging yourself to higher heights. The reality is, fear never completely disappears. But each time you face and overcome it, you become stronger and more confident. Remember, there's nothing wrong with feeling scared. What matters is how we react and overcome it. Have you ever overcome a fear? What is your experience? Morgan hopes that through these shares, you will find motivation and inspiration to face your fears. Remember, every time you overcome a fear, you are one step closer on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. When you have the courage to face your fears, we make ourselves stronger and more confident. But what if we proactively seek out and take on more difficult challenges to practice endurance and patience? Here's the next step in your self-development journey. Practice Stoicism by putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. In this way, we not only overcome fear, but also learn to live with more steadfastness and determination. Join Morgan to discover how embracing difficulty can bring great resilience and clarity in life. Number 4. Practice voluntary discomfort. Many billionaires in the world, like Richard Branson, always engage in harsh challenges, from starting a career in new fields to adventurous expeditions. What helps them maintain steadfastness and creative spirit in all situations? The secret lies in practicing Stoicism by voluntarily embracing difficulties, a life philosophy that we can learn and apply to make our lives richer and stronger. In Stoic philosophy, placing oneself in uncomfortable situations is considered a method of training the mind and spirit. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "The wise will seek out adversity, for it is the environment in which virtue is nurtured." Practicing voluntary discomfort not only helps us develop tolerance, but also increases our confidence and bravery in the face of unforeseen challenges. Morgan often puts himself in difficult situations to practice. For example, I tried living for a week without using modern technology to better understand my dependence and find ways to enjoy moments of peace and quiet. Have you ever challenged yourself in similar ways? Please share with Morgan in the comments. Practicing Stoicism not only helps us become more resilient, but also brings peace of mind. When we proactively accept difficulties, we are no longer afraid of unexpected things that happen. This helps us maintain composure and clarity in all situations. Do you remember the last time you challenged yourself? One of the easy ways to start practicing Stoicism is to try fasting for short periods of time, or doing more strenuous exercise than usual. Through these experiences, we will realize that comfort is not always good, and sometimes difficulties are the most valuable lessons. Morgan hopes that through these shares, you will find the motivation to challenge yourself and explore your new limits. Don't forget that every time you take on a challenge, you're one step closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Are you willing to try practicing Stoicism today? Practicing voluntarily accepting difficulties, just like we train our muscles by practicing sports, we are also training our soul and spirit. Accepting and facing small daily challenges helps us build endurance and steadfastness, like mountain climbers who persevere step by step to overcome difficult paths. Join Morgan to explore the next step in your self-development journey, and we will learn how to not only face, but also overcome life's bigger challenges with strength and confidence. Number 5. Build resilience. Did you know that only 30% of people who start their journey to conquer Mount Everest actually reach the highest peak? What helped them persevere through the harsh difficulties of nature and challenge their own limits? The secret lies in persistence, an important factor that anyone needs to develop to be able to overcome all obstacles in life. Perseverance is not only the ability to endure, but also the determination to never give up, no matter how difficult it is. In Stoic philosophy, Epictetus once said, "Difficulties show human nature. Consider difficulties as a training exercise." Building endurance is like training a muscle. It takes time, patience, and constant effort. Morgan had moments when she wanted to give up, when everything seemed too much to bear. But I learned how to overcome it by focusing on each small step, each specific action. One of the most valuable lessons I learned is to never let small failures take away my will and determination. Have you ever encountered a big challenge that made you want to give up? To build resilience, you need to start with the small things in everyday life. Challenge yourself by completing tasks you usually avoid. For example, if you often skip exercising, start with short workouts each day and gradually increase the intensity. Over time, consistency will become a natural part of who you are. Another important part of building resilience is learning to accept and overcome failures. Every time you fail, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Do you remember Seneca's famous quote, "There is no favorable wind for people who don't know where to go"? Determine your goals and persevere in pursuing them, no matter how many difficulties stand in your way. Morgan hopes that these shares will help you find the motivation to build resilience in your life. Remember, every small step contributes to great success. Are you ready to start your journey to building resilience today? Please leave a comment and share your experiences. Morgan looks forward to hearing from you and creating a resilient and inspiring community together. Like athletes who constantly train to reach their peak, building resilience prepares us to accept and learn from every experience in life. Persistence and determination are the foundation that helps us expand our vision and discover knowledge through each practical experience. Join Morgan on the journey to seek knowledge through life experiences, where each challenge becomes a valuable lesson, helping us constantly improve and grow. Number 6. Seek knowledge through experience. Do you know why the famous philosopher Socrates said, "I only know that I know nothing"? This sounds contradictory, right? But in fact, this hides a profound truth. The Stoic philosophers understood that true knowledge does not come from theoretical learning, but from experiencing and learning from everyday life. So, how can we seek knowledge through practical experiences? Let's explore this with us. Imagine you are a beginner learning to play the guitar. You can read hundreds of books on music theory, but until you pick up the piano, feel each note under your fingers, and play the melodies over and over again, will you truly understand and feel it? Music. The same goes for Stoic philosophy. It teaches us that practical experience is the most valuable source of knowledge. Morgan has learned that every experience in life brings a lesson. One time I traveled alone to a strange country, not knowing the language, not familiar with the culture. At first, I felt lost and scared. But those difficulties helped me learn to adapt and understand more about myself and the world around me. Have you ever had a similar experience? The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "No one can live without making mistakes. But don't forget that every mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow." This reminds us that no experience is meaningless, and that every failure or difficulty is a valuable lesson that helps us become stronger and wiser. To truly seek knowledge through experience, we need to have the courage to step out of our comfort zone, try new things, meet different people, and face challenges. In doing this, we will not only learn new skills, but also develop a deeper understanding and empathy for those around us. Are you willing to try something new this week? Please leave a comment and share your plans with Morgan. Morgan hopes that through these shares, you will find motivation to experience and learn from life. Remember that real knowledge does not lie in books, but in our everyday experiences. Don't hesitate to share your valuable experiences and lessons in the comments section. Morgan looks forward to listening and learning from you, so that together we can create a meaningful and happy life. As we discover new aspects of the world, we also begin to better understand the nature of problems and situations. Thanks to immersing ourselves in reality, we gain deeper and richer perspectives, and from there, we begin to see the importance of abstract thinking. Let's explore the final step with Morgan. Train your abstract thinking ability to analyze and solve complex problems effectively and creatively. We will learn to see the big picture so that each experience becomes an important piece in the big picture of life. Coming to the last number, cultivate abstract thinking. Perhaps you are no longer familiar with famous presidents like Abraham Lincoln or Franklin D. Roosevelt. Do you know what important factors helped them lead the country through difficult times? What abilities did they use to look beyond current problems, understand complex relationships, and make strategic decisions? That is the ability to think abstractly. Would you like to develop this ability to solve problems in your life more effectively? In Stoic philosophy, abstract thinking is not only a useful skill, but also a powerful tool to help us overcome everyday challenges. Epictetus once said, "It is not the circumstances that make the man, but the way he perceives those circumstances." Practicing abstract thinking ability helps us look at problems from many different angles and find creative and effective solutions. Morgan frequently uses abstract thinking to analyze complex situations. For example, when faced with an important decision at work, we don't just stop at evaluating the immediate options, but also think about the long-term consequences and other related factors. This helps me make more informed and comprehensive decisions. Have you ever tried applying abstract thinking to your life? To practice this ability, you can start by asking why and how questions about the problems you are facing. Try to imagine different scenarios and think about what could happen. This not only helps you understand the problem more deeply, but also opens up new and effective solutions. Morgan hopes that through these shares, you will find motivation to practice abstract thinking and apply it to everyday life. Remember, every experience is an opportunity to learn and grow. So together we have explored 7 powerful techniques of the Stoic philosophy to enhance your mind and improve your quality of life. Morgan is truly grateful to all of you for taking the time to follow and experience this journey with me. Your support and sharing is the greatest source of motivation for me to continue providing useful and inspirational content. Every comment, every share, every like from you is a wonderful piece of the puzzle that contributes to making our community stronger and more united. Morgan hopes that through these shares, you will find motivation and inspiration to apply Stoic techniques to your daily life. Remember, every change starts with small steps and perseverance. You are not alone on this journey. Morgan and the whole community are always here to listen, support, and share with you. Please continue to share your experiences, stories, and successes with Morgan and everyone. Don't hesitate to leave a comment and let me know what techniques you've applied and how they've helped you change. Morgan looks forward to listening and learning from you. Once again, thank you so much. In addition, you can watch other videos displayed at the end of this video. Continue to explore, learn, and grow with Morgan. Wishing you all always strong, happy, and inspired.